Happy Friday, everyone. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Thank y'all for being here. Y'all pardon me for being late. I was trying to wrap up a phone call and I had to do it, guys. Okay. But thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for waiting for me and all of the things. Good morning. I hope you guys are having a wonderful morning. I hope you guys got your coffee and tea and getting where you need to be this morning. Hope you're feeling blessed and not stressed. Hey, it's Friday, right? I'm excited. Y'all know Friday is my favorite day of the week. Baby, I am so glad. So we have a great show for you guys. We have some great topics that we're going to get into as well. Hey guys, I see y'all coming in. We get ready to do our hellos and good mornings. Yes, y'all come on in. Tap on that like for me. I appreciate you all. Good morning. I see y'all coming in. Good morning. Y'all, okay. My morning has been so busy, y'all. Oh my God. I feel like I've been running all over the place. But let's go ahead and get into our show. Let's go ahead and speak to everybody. I see y'all coming in. Good morning. My top flight, my Rose is in the building. Good morning, Rose. Good morning. Erica Butler is here. Shirley Terry is here. Kim Swinson is in the building. Let's keep going. Sheila Washington is here. Teresa Williams is here. Velma Sadler is here. Audra Williams is here. Miss Honeybee is here. Sylvia Blow is here. Sheila Bennett is here. Ronnie is in the building. Brown Eyes is here. Angela Oakley. Oh, well, good morning. Angela Oakley is here. Zamara Miller is here. Sexy Brown Bone. Come on, Sexy Brown Bone. I like that name. Come on. Y'all, YouTube changed the names a little bit. They got look like the email or something. This is throwing me off this morning. Judy Brown is here. Kim Naughton is here. Denise Slay is here. Good morning. Diana Thom is here. Good morning, ma'am. Good morning. Simply Mom Family TV. She is a content creator. Y'all check her out. All right. Brighton, I hope I said that right. Tanasha Harris is here. Good morning. Good morning. Latanya Jackson is here. Tabitha Lester is here. Vera Dockery is here. Henry Lee is here. God Blesses is here. Eve Parker is here. Arthurita Johnson is here. Good morning. Good morning. Immaculate Davis is here. Reba is in the building. Good morning. Cassandra D is here. Daisy Lewis is here. Good morning. All right. Y'all still coming in. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. All right. Give me a second. I got to do something because I don't need no mess this morning. It's child. Y'all come on in. Come on in. Y'all keep coming on in. I got one more thing I need to do right quick. Because child, you know. Shut up. All right. Y'all excuse me. Oh my God. Y'all. Oh, it's so much going on. Y'all come on in. I see ya. All right. Give me a second, y'all. While I'm doing this, let me get y'all some music right quick. I got one more thing I got to do. Sorry, okay? All right. Bear with me. I'm still here. Y'all are having a good morning. Let's see who else came in that I did not get to say good morning to. I see you, Lisa Bell. Lisa Bell is here. Sexy Lexi. Come on, Sexy Lexi in the house. Okay. Did I say Vera Dockery? Good morning again. Good morning again. Unapologetic. Good morning. I said good morning, Shannon Gator. Okay, she's speaking to everyone. Shaquanda, good morning, love. Good morning. Celeste Hamilton, good morning. All right. So I see you guys. Thank you guys all for being here. All right. Everything said in the video is alleged and in my opinion. All right. All right. So I usually don't start my show out like this, but I got to do this because this person obviously wants my attention. So since it's Friday, The petty side of me said, "Real," because I kind of went back and forth, my evil side and my my Christian side, honey. I said, "Do I want to be saved today or not?" I picked nah, okay, because this person, they tapped me on the shoulder, they rang my doorbell, so damn, I gotta answer the fucking door, right? So let's go ahead and get into it, shall we? Yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. Let's go ahead and get into it. All right, so upon me trying to be saved, as I always am, child. Y'all know I'm saved over here, right? Let me pull this up. Okay, yeah. All right, so I'm over here trying to be saved, right? And this person who stay in the psych ward and don't be watching their child like they supposed to, and I'm about to go all the way there because I'm sick of this person. All right, they made several videos about me. I really don't watch this person unless somebody send it to me. Then I'm like, oh, okay, because I be busy and trying to mind my business, right? So this person obviously has like mental problems, a whole lot of stuff. And this person decided to do a video because they're capping for someone else. They're mad because something is going on with someone else. They don't know this person personally, but they decide to go for different content creators, which I think is the dumbest thing ever. We're all peers. You guys will never see me going at a content creator because I feel like that's my peer, that's my coworker, and I try to respectfully, not do that. Even though sometimes I'll be wanting to tear off in somebody's ass sometimes, but I'll be like, eh. But this person, I got to go there, and it's so weird to me because they're not monetized. So to come on YouTube and talk shit about people for free is diabolical, right? But this person obviously have already been diagnosed, and you guys know I'm talking codes. I ain't gonna give her no clout on my channel, but you guys can read between the lines. This person's been diagnosed, all right, and already put in the psych ward a few times, been 5150, right? So this person decided to do a live and decided to call me out about some stuff they obviously know nothing about. So I gotta address it, shall we? All right. So this person, like I just said, they're not monetized. They don't never clean their car. I got a picture of it. Yeah, I'm about to go there. Because you tried me, girl. You tried me. So I got to do it. I really do. I got to give you, because you ain't got to, shit, you don't be having but like 10 people in your chat over there. So I guess I can help you out just a little bit over here, okay? This person did a video saying that she did a video and I never respond to her. Well, this person saw me in her chat. I pulled up one time when she had a lot of slick shit to say. And I addressed her, and she blocked me like the bitch that she is. If you call for me and I come over there and say something, then the least you can do is speak back, right? Yeah, she act like she didn't see me and looked over my comments. So yeah, let's go ahead and talk about it. So you see me here when this person was live in her junky ass car. I told you her car always fucking junky. It's an old dated Benz. Let me go ahead and put that out. It's an old dated Benz. All right, you need to catch up. Why you talking about me and what I don't do? Girl, I got my shit over here right, okay? You move from apartment to apartment. Oh, I'm sorry. You get evicted every other month, all right? And have to move. Take your daughter to school. Go get your checkups, all the things that you need to get done. Stop worrying about Caramel because we're good, okay? So go back in your car. Go clean your car, clean your house, wash your ass before you come for me. See, that's 3 things you could be doing instead of stalking me. I'm trying to help you, girl. All right, so let's continue. I ain't done. Okay, yeah. So we're gonna get into the show. Y'all roll with me, okay? Y'all roll with me because I gotta give this person like 5 minutes of fame because they ain't got shit going on over there on their channel. They've been on YouTube for like 3 or so years and still not monetized. That's crazy to me. But go ahead and keep doing videos for free, girl. Let me help you. All right. We already talked about clean your car, clean your apartment, clean your ass. We got that. That's number 2. Number 3, why were you disguising yourself whenever Caramel was giving out money to feed people who needed assistance for food? You were disguising yourself as one of my subscribers to get some money over here. See, why you trying to talk about me, but you need my help? How does that work for you, girl? So you got no food in your house, but you come to your arch enemy to pretend to be somebody else in order to get some money from me. Lucky for me, we did our little research and we found out that you weren't who you were and you ain't get shit. So is that why you mad? You're mad because I found out that you weren't who you really were and I ain't give you shit. So now you got to go do videos and be on that type of time. Go off, girl. Number 4, because I ain't gonna leave nothing out, girl. And I don't usually write no notes, but I ain't gonna leave nothing out. So she mentioned a meet and greet between myself and a few content creators. Now, as you guys know, Melody did the the little Christmas thing, whatever it is that she does, her little show that she does, her Christmas, whatever, child. Y'all know the show that Melody does. So that particular year, both years actually she had in Atlanta. Those weekends I had already had something to do. Content creator hit me up, said, "Hey Rail, we're gonna be in town for the meet and greet. We're gonna have a meet and greet. Stubbies are here, other content creators are here. They would love to see you. It would be nice if you stop by." Winter Wonderland, thank y'all. So I plan to go to Winter Wonderland because I have shit to do. I'm in the studio. I'm a mom. I have things to do. All right, I can go down the whole list. So my weekend was full. I pushed some shit back and moved things around to go to this meet and greet for the content creators, and I had a ball. We went. We took pictures. Let me go ahead and show one. Okay. Shout out to T Talk with your girl. She invited me, so I said, okay, sure, I'll come. I pulled up. They saved me a seat. I went. Sat down. Y'all see the bag? Thank you. But anyway, so we went. We had a good time with the content creators, and we took pictures. They had drinks. People were eating. We did all the things of the things. Okay. So once we shared the pictures online, a few people got upset, maybe because they weren't there, wanted to be there, weren't invited. I don't know what it was, but they decided to come for me. So this particular content creator decided to come for my attire. Well, let me just go ahead and say, dear, why are you trying to say I'm thrifty? Nothing about me was thrifty. As you guys can see, the bag is Louis, and it's real. The pants is Westward Bound. Okay, you can look those up. The sweater was Donna Karen, and the boots were Jessica Simpson. All right, those are all labeled. Not to, blow my own horn, but yeah, nothing about me is thrifty. All right. But you, my dear, when you try to say that what I wear is a bunch of bullshit, and what you had on right here in this picture right here was clearing me, girl. Where this gives Walmart roll bag. That's what it gives me. And that fake bag, the bag is fake. Okay, the bag is fake, and that shit you got on right there. I mean, come on. Here we here with it, okay, and here with it. Like, stop it, okay. That's the thing. Because my boots alone, I'm sure can clear everything in your closet. I'm sure my boots that I had on that night. Let's go back. I wish I could. The boots that I wore that night, I'm pretty sure cost more than everything in your fucking closet. So don't even try me on there, all right? Because everybody know any bitch that ever seen me when I stepped out, we clear, all right? Let's see. We about to get into the show. Y'all bear with me, all right? Again, like I said, she mentioned my fashion. She said I was thrifty, that you dress better than me. Great for you, all right? If you think so, I don't know. My watch today, I wore this watch today for you. My watch today, Richard Mille. Look it up, all right? Richard Mille, girl. That's a Richard Mille. Look up the Richard Mille and see how much it costs. I bet you it costs everything more in your fucking closet. Don't try me. All right. What else? Again, worry about not being evicted every month. Okay. Worry about not being evicted every month because you don't pay your fucking rent. And I hear you get assistance. So how you get put out when you still getting assistance where you stay? Okay. Yeah, you're renting. I own. You catch that? All right. What else, girl? What else? Did I have any more for you? No, I don't. Let's get into my show. All right. Don't talk to me, girl. Get monetized. Own your property. All right. Clean your car. Wash your ass. Take care of your child. Stop leaving your child home alone as a minor while you go by the lake and talk about strangers you don't know. While you say I did not talk about you, that I did not respond to you, sis. I'm here in your comments. I'm here in your comments, and you blocked me and ignored me and act like you didn't see me. And I left 3 comments and you didn't say shit back to me. So I'm not responding to you no more after today because I have shit to do. All right. Usually when bitches don't have a man, they have a lot of time on their hands. But being that I'm busy over here, I will not take any more of my precious time of being busy and being productive and making coin. Because see, I'm getting paid right now talking to you. I will not address you anymore. Go take your meds. Don't make me 5150 your ass, okay? Take your meds and leave me what they call the fuck alone. Let's move along. All right, thank y'all for being here. Girl, you tried it. So where my Richard Mille? Let me put my shit on for you today. Because you fucking tried it, girl. You fucking don't ever come for me talking about I can't dress, bitch. Bitch, we was in Balenciaga at Winter Wonderland. Don't fucking play with me. All right? So you need to have a job so you won't be so damn idle. Idle mind is the devil's workshop, girl, and you live there. You do. All right. Go back by the lake and reflect on what I just told you. All right. Moving right along. Thank you guys for being here. Politics is always first on my show. Why she said she ain't gonna talk about it on her show. Well, I gave you 5 minutes of my show. All right. Bitch. I always have to end it with bitch, so you know they mean that shit. Move right along. All right. Bitch gonna get on live with some damn thrifty ass $4 tights on, try to tell me I can't dress. Bitch, you tried it. All right, let's get into it. Oof, that felt good. Oh, no, I need a drink. Let me wet my whistle. Come over here posing to be somebody else to get some money for food, and then you gonna try to come for me, girl. Get some groceries in your house first. Put food in your house, and then you try to come for the person that you asking for food in your house. How does shit work? That's weird. Weird. The bitch tried to pose to be my subscriber, y'all, to get some money from me. That shit is fucking weird. Oh my God. Okay. Let's get to the show. Politics is first. All right. Nancy Pelosi says that Trump is the worst president American children have ever had. Girl, grown-ups too. Claims that they are less safe due to pow violence, and said that the air that they breathe, the water that they drink, that he don't give a damn. All right. Let's get into what she had to say.
Just to that point in the previous question, Donald Trump is the worst president of the United States for America's children. The worst president American children have ever had in terms of their health, their education, the clean, safe environment in which they can thrive, including safety from gun violence, I would add, the job, economic security of their families, and a future that is fair and just in terms of yes, the planet, the air they breathe, but also the economic situation they're in. And he is giving them as a gift a $600 billion increase in the national debt for them to pay off as he takes away health care from them, takes down the Department of Education, and the rest of it. And that to this very point, the air they breathe, the water they drink, he doesn't care. Just to that point in the previous question, Donald Trump.
So y'all see that? So everybody's calling out Donald Trump. I think Donald Trump knows that he ain't shit. I think he knows that by now. I think he enjoys the negative attention more than the positive, because it feeds into the bitch assness in him. That's what it gives with Donald Trump. I don't know. Thank you, Nancy Pelosi, for that. Okay. But it said that pretty much she recently spoke out regarding her feelings on Trump being the worst president American children have ever had. I mean, it's not just American children. It's everyone. Even the people that voted for him, I'm pretty sure they are regretting that shit now because of promises that he made. He have not kept not one promise, but he is probably the trashiest president ever to sit behind the Oval Office. I'm just saying. Or the Oval desk in the office. It's sad. It's very, very sad. Like, you would sit there and see people are going to be hungry and you don't give a fuck. And there's funding that you could have given them, and you was like, yeah, no, we're not tapping into it because we don't want to, but let me go ahead and send this $4 trillion over here across seas to feed people we don't even know. They'll probably bomb us tomorrow, right? Girl. That's why I didn't vote for him. I did not. All right, so let's get into this person here, Miss Sheila McCormick. We kind of touched on her yesterday. She said the $5 million indictment for stealing COVID-19 disaster relief funds is an intimidation tactic and a distraction from the Epstein files. All right. She says, I look forward to my day in court so that I can state the truth. All right. So she's trying to say, I guess she didn't steal said funding. Let's get into what she had to say, because she does a little press conference. Well, a good weed too. Oh, sorry. I said Cheryl. My bad. Girl, I got 1,000 things. Sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. All right, like it never happened. Here is Miss Sheila McCormick. Oh.
Hi.
Her good big honey. The people she ain't do.
Thoughts on the indictment, please.
Well, it's an unjust indictment, and it seems like these intimidation tactics have been pervasive. We spent all week seeing different members getting censured, all in hopes of intimidating and kind of distracting from the Epstein files. And I look forward to my day in court so I can prove myself and actually state the truth. But if this is what Congress is becoming, where they're always trying to intimidate you, scare tactics, especially attacking minorities, Black and brown people, then we're going to have to keep fighting for the district. And everybody has been giving me so much support, and we're going to keep fighting until the district gets what it needs, which which is fair prices, housing, and fair representation in Congress.
Did
So
you,
thank you so
improperly
much.
use the FEMA
Calls on
funds?
some of your colleagues to step down or resign.
They didn't elect me, it was my district, and so we'll keep fighting for the people and keep working like we're doing now until they get what they need. So we're here for the people. So the only people who elected me should make that decision. Thank you so much. Thank you.
There you go. They're gonna ask her, is she gonna does she have any plans to step down or resign? She said the people that elected me here are the people that will make that decision. And goodbye. I love that. Okay. So as you guys can see, my apologies for not sharing. In C-SPAN footage said the Congresswoman Sheila McCormick says that this is an intimidation tactic and a desperate attempt, you guys, to distract people from the ongoing headlines regarding the Epstein case. Who is that? Cheryl McCormick says that she will continue fighting until her district gets what they need for housing and fair pricing. Okay. They said hopefully she knows something that we don't, because according to multiple news outlets that she was indicted following an investigation dated back in 2023. The Justice Department claims that she and her family devised a plan to obtain the $5 million through their family health care plan in July of 2021. Ms. McCormick maintains that this is all a distraction, and she says that she looks forward to her day in court to explain why she loaned $6 million to her campaign fund and paid $2.5 million to herself. Girl, I hope you got a good explanation, because they're ready to railroad you, and they want her to step down from her position. So she has no plans to step down, but she does have plans to give her testimony in court. All right, so we're gonna keep our eyes and ears open on that situation. I hope she ain't guilty of that, because baby, they're gonna give you a whole heap of time, as the old people call it. Y'all know old people say whole heap. That mean a lot. You're gonna get a lot of time if they can find that you did that, baby, because y'all know that's Fed time. That's Fed. Anything money related, that's federal. So let's continue, girl. Let's continue. Whew. Them your whole ring get go that hoe. So Chadwick Boseman, y'all. This is the part of the show I love. Okay. I love to see when Black excellence get recognized. Now, while I would have loved to have seen this happen while he was still alive, before he passed away, this would have been honorable. This would have been great for him to receive this Hollywood star prior to him passing away. But you know, a lot of times Hollywood don't really give people their flowers until they're not here anymore, which is very sad. They don't give out Grammys and stuff like that to the person they here. I be like, why didn't give it to them while they were here? Like, they did all these great things while they were here. Chadwick Boseman should have gotten this, but hey, I guess it's never too late. Better late than never, right? So Chadwick Boseman is honored with a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Let's go ahead and get into this. This is beautiful.
On behalf of the Hollywood Chamber of Commerce, we are honored and humbled to present the 2,828th star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame to Chadwick Boseman. On behalf of the Hollywood Chamber.
Okay. These are his castmates in the movie Black Panther.
But in all this generosity,
Ryan Coogler is the writer, the screenwriter, okay, and producer of Black Panther.
Chad only gave me one physical gift. I don't know if Nate Moore is here. You got yours, bro? You got it? Not here. When we wrapped the movie Black Panther, and I was convinced this movie was not going to work. Chad took my hand and he bent this copper bracelet around it. Check out Chad's brothers. His hands were massive. If you see his big bro Derek, his hands is about the same size. But he took both hands. It was like a vice grip. You know what I mean? and what's crazy about Chadwick is I never have been strong enough to bend this thing. I actually thought I misplaced it and looked for it frantically after he died. But in all his generosity, Chad only gave me one physical gift. I was actually I was actually ashamed to take a gift from him at the time. So I pulled it off and I stashed it somewhere, put it in storage somewhere in the Bay Area, because I took him for granted. I figured he'd always be around. And the gift could be something I could get to later. But after he passed, I frantically looked through storage units, tried to find it, and I put it on and I tried to bend it, and then it ended up snapping. So I had to have my assistant take it in to get it repaired. But they shined it up, and I figured I'd wear it for a special day. Ended up being today.
Aww.
But he gave me so many, sorry. But he gave me and us so many other gifts. The gifts of his incredible performances, which inspire actors all over the world, which inspired the actors that we worked with.
Okay, so that's Ryan Coogler, the guy who was pretty much over and responsible for the movie Black Panther even coming to our screens. Okay, so this is all of them together. That's his wife again. That's his brother, Chadwick Boseman's brother, and other constituents. All right. So yeah, that's his star.
Chadwick, you channeled the divine. You were a conduit, a source of connectiveness that every single human being who is on this earth is searching for. Trying to connect to each other. Trying to connect to our art. Trying to know, like the Cherokee birth blessing, may we live long enough to understand why we were born. That was Chadwick. More than just an actor who you can observe on screen doing wonderful work. It was work that reminded us that we are less alone. Chadwick, you channeled the divine.
Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so that's all of them here giving congratulatory moments. I love this. That's beautiful. So shout out to Chadwick Boseman, man. It's unreal that he's not here anymore. You know that they did say that another Black Panther is on the way, so I can't wait to see that. Y'all know, if you watched the last Black Panther, at the end, y'all know a son was born. So his son in the movie, not his son's son, but the person who played his son in the movie will take over being the new Black Panther. So I can't wait to see how that's going to turn out. So yeah, again, congratulations to Chadwick Boseman. Gone too soon. All right, let's get into some mess. Let's get into some topics, child. All right, so imagine working somewhere. You bring your own weapon and something happens to where you have to defend yourself and you wind up getting fired from your job. All right. So they said that a 7-Eleven clerk is fired after pow-powing a customer that tried to strangle her over a counterfeit $100 bill. Now, the company says that she violated policy by using her own pow-pow. Now, it says that she says that he was going to slice her if she did not take this money, this counterfeit bill. She says that I'm always going to choose my life. I know that's right, because that's, first of all, that's not your money. Somebody break up in there trying to rob and all this, child, give it to them, because that's not yours. You can get some more money. You can get another job, but you cannot get another life. I don't know why these people be fighting so hard over somebody else's money. If somebody busting up in there trying to rob you, go and give them that shit so you can live to fight another day. But let's go ahead and get into this. Shout out to neighborhood.
25-year-old Stephanie Dilliard was a 7-Eleven clerk who faced terror after she says a man tried to strangle her after she refused a counterfeit $100 bill for burritos, beef sticks, and ice cream. It happened Thursday, just before midnight.
He threatened me, said that he was going to slice my head off, and then that's when I tried to call the police. Realized he started throwing things at me. Came behind the counter. I tried to run off, but he grabbed his hands around my neck and pushed me out of the counter space. That's when I pulled out my gun and I shot him.
Police say the suspect, 59-year-old Kenneth Thompson, ran to MacArthur Boulevard and Northwest 34th Street and called 911. Police say Dilliard is protected under Oklahoma's self-defense law, but she says 7-Eleven Human Resources fired her Monday morning for using her own gun.
Said that they were going to separate from employment because of a violation policy.
Dilliard says she was working by herself from 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. for more than 2 years. On Monday, she still had a scratch on her neck and burns on her finger from firing the pistol.
This was a situation where I felt like I was put in a corner between choosing between my job and my life. And I'm always going to choose my life because there's people that depend on me. I'm going home. You know, that's my goal. I need to be here for my kids.
Thompson was arrested at the hospital and charged with assault and battery, threatening acts of violence, trying to pass a fake bill, and a felony warrant for violating parole. Dilliard hopes this incident serves as a wake-up call so no other clerks get hurt or killed, especially women.
If I known that, you know, there's a potential where somebody could be for real in taking my life away, that I will do whatever it takes.
25-year-old Stephanie Dilliard was a 7-Eleven.
That is sad. That is sad. She got kids. She's trying to do what she needed to do. She's probably scared. And y'all know that working at gas stations, that's a very dangerous job. All right. Banks, working at a bank, like being a teller, that's a dangerous job because you have people to run up in there and they be trying to rob and stuff like that. So you have to watch it, honey. You got to watch it. And a lot of times when people work at these gas stations, now they are starting to keep weapons back there so that they can protect themselves. Now I know a lot of these gas stations are starting to put the bulletproof glass and stuff up there, and then they only like slide you your stuff up under there, slide you your money or whatever they need to up under the glass because people are so crazy hopping over the counter and stuff like that. So shout out to this woman for doing what she felt she needed to do. Unfortunately, she lost her job behind it, which sucks. After she'd been there for 2 years. But I mean, what does the company expect her to do if her life is in danger and a person trying to take her life over $100 fake $100 bill to be exact? This is crazy. But I mean, you can get a job somewhere else. I wouldn't want to work there with a boss who did not respect the fact that I'm trying to live and not be taken out by someone obviously who had many charges. And I thank God that they locked this person up as well. So this worked out well for her. Maybe that was not the job for you. Maybe God has something better for you, honey. I wouldn't want to be there if they didn't appreciate me either. But let's move on, honey. All right, so one of the members of the Fugees found himself in a very bad space. Mr. Praz from the group the Fugees, he gets 14 years in prison, you guys, after the courts say that he helped funnel millions of dollars to influence U.S. elections. All right, not sure why he was involved in that. Let's go ahead and get into it. From my understanding, Lauryn Hill and Wyclef, they don't really like fool with him like that. I do know that when they tried to go on tour or whatever, Praz was not there. I don't think they invited him, maybe because he had so many other legal stuff going on. But I don't know why the hell he thought this was going to be okay. But it's saying Fugees rapper Praz Michael's legal downfall reaches its most serious point yet on Thursday when he was sentenced to 14 years in federal prison for his role in a sweeping international conspiracy scheme. Now, it said that Praz received the sentence in Washington following his conviction on 10 criminal counts tied to foreign lobbying, witness and tampering, and failing to register as an agent in China. It said that the court had already ordered him to pay $64 million in forfeiture to the United States government. $64 million? Do we even have that? Wow. So Praz's spokesperson, Erica Dumas, told Complex throughout his career, Praz has broken barriers, said this is not the end of his story, that he appreciates the outpouring of support as he approaches the next chapter. I'm still stuck on the $64 million. Oh, my God. So Judge Colleen Collier criticized Praz, directly telling him that he was well-educated but very ignorant, or arrogant, rather, very arrogant. Said that I feel you have no remorse. All right. So Praz must surrender by January 27th of 2026 to begin serving his sentence of 14 years. My Lord, that's a long time. I don't know where you're going to get $64 million from, sir, but shout out to you. Prayers up for you. All right. Moving right along. Let's get into this Epstein stuff. Trump is getting called out, y'all. Let's get into this. I meant to move this down. When I get out of politics, I'll be done with that. But I do want to play this because I ran across this and it's definitely a must hear. So New Mexican Congresswoman Melanie Stansbury claims that the Epstein files include mention of a lawsuit accusing Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein of R-wording a 13-year-old girl. Really? Let's hear this, y'all, because this is some juicy tea, right? This is why Trump was like, there are no files. And that's probably why they were fighting to keep those files from coming out. If it said that he has some type of lawsuit of him being inappropriate with a 13-year-old girl, which we all know is a minor.
I'm going to be honest with you guys. I actually went through the files this weekend in depth. Donald Trump is not only named over and over in them, it is discussed this trial in which he was accused of raping a 13-year-old at Epstein's house. There is extensive discussions about a subpoena of Donald Trump in one of Jeffrey Epstein's cases in which he was accused for rape and sexual abuse. He was subpoenaed and gave a deposition in that case. There is extensive discussion between Donald Trump, Ghislaine Maxwell, and Mr. Wolf about not only Trump coming to his house, but Epstein says in these emails that he has photographs of Trump with girls. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I actually went through the files this weekend in depth.
That's juicy. So here's the lawsuit. It appears that Trump was with a 13-year-old, y'all. So now it explains why he did not want these files to be released and why they were fighting so hard to keep them from seeing the light of day. So it said that Michael Wolff and Jeffrey Epstein talk about incoming lawsuit of 13-year-old girl alleging Epstein and Donald Trump R-worded her. Now, y'all remember Trump was saying he's never been to Epstein's house or his island in another video that I showed you guys. Now they're saying that this act against this 13-year-old happened at Epstein's house. So how the fuck you ain't never been there when it happened there? Weird, right? Let's continue.
Donald Trump had specifically asked about me because I remind him of his daughter, and she said, well, she's 13 as well. So he knew the first time that he saw me. But he comes over mad because I was crying, and he said that I should be thankful that someone like Donald Trump took my virginity. He basically didn't say took my virginity. He said, I should be glad that someone like Donald Trump popped my cherry and not some pimply little 14-year-old. And I just was like, what if I said, what if I get pregnant? Not even talking to him. I didn't want to talk to him. I was talking to Tiffany. And he said, well, you'll get an abortion then, bitch, and then just walked away.
Still talking about Jeffrey Epstein? This guy's been talked about for years.
Donald Trump.
So this girl is saying, during the time that she was 13 years old, this is the girl who was said to be the victim. It said the Epstein victim reveals explosive details about Trump. She's saying that Epstein told her that she should be glad that that Trump is taking her virginity versus some little straggly 13-year-old boy. During the time she was 13 when she said this act occurred. So this is the girl who was 13 at the time that she says her virginity was taken by Trump. I believe
started to basically have with me, and I was screaming. I'd never had before. It was my first time.
That's Katie Johnson, a pseudonym for the woman who claimed in 2016 that Trump her when she was just 13 years old at Epstein's Manhattan residence in 1994. When she was set to speak to reporters about one of her lawsuits against the men, she abruptly backed out, citing multiple threats.
She has decided that she's too afraid.
Then she dropped the case entirely. Now the horrifying details of the anonymous woman's claims are resurfacing after Trump's refusal to release the Epstein files despite spending years promising he would. It's caused suspicion even from MAGA. In lawsuits, Johnson alleged she was recruited under false pretenses to Epstein's parties and forced to be a... That's when she says Trump forcibly her as she pleaded for him to stop. She even claimed that he threatened to kill her and her family if she ever told anyone what he and Epstein had done to her. It's important to note that none of Johnson's allegations have been proven in court, and her identity has remained anonymous, making her claims hard to prove. But they're worth investigating, given the numerous credible essay accusations against Trump, his public comments about young women and girls, and his close relationship.
Started to basically have with me, and I was screaming. I've never had before. It was my
with Epstein from the late 80s through the early 2000s. The two did have a falling out in 2004, but it wasn't about Epstein's illegal conduct. It was over a Palm Beach mansion bidding war. If anything has become clear in the years following Epstein's death, it's that the powerful can get away with almost anything in the US. The criminal justice system doesn't protect victims. It protects those with power time and time again. Not a single person involved with Epstein is currently in prison for their crimes against children, except for Ghislaine Maxwell. This isn't left versus right, it's up versus down, and we know what side Trump is.
So this explains why Trump is pushing to, I guess, not be impeached and to never ever get out of the presidency. He's trying to run a third term because I think he know all this shit was about to come down. Because y'all know as long as he's in office, they cannot arrest him. As long as he is in office, he can't go to jail. So I feel like he's coming up with all these different reasons as to why he should run a third term, which constitutional wise you cannot. It's in the Constitution. Presidents can only run twice, not a third term. So this is your last term, sir. And it's great that these files are starting to come out now. Witnesses are starting to speak out. Even a 13-year-old who said that her virginity was taken by none other than y'all president Trump. I believe her. Why else would she come out and lie about it? I feel that she was intimidated in terms of not going forward with her lawsuit that she initially had against him after she says that he told her that he was going to unalive her if she ever told anyone. Okay. And this is how these higher ups and these dignitaries do. When they do things that they don't want people to know about, or that they know that they're going to be brought down for, they start sending out threats, and they'll probably hire someone to maybe do something to you or intimidate you into keeping said secret. But it's just sad that this young girl who was 13 lost her virginity to this creep who everyone now calls president. And I feel like something needs to be done about that. It's crazy that y'all put people in prison for the same crime that the person that y'all elected to run a country did to a poor 13-year-old girl who is now speaking out, thank God, who is now listed in these Epstein files, okay? Now, I said before, I do feel that Epstein was taken out because he began talking too much. I don't feel like he took himself out. I don't think that was the case. I think that he began cooperating, and he started giving names of people who were also involved in said egregious crimes, and also seen on his island with young girls, because that's what he was dealing with, young girls. And I feel like when said names begin to start swirling around in certain rooms, and accountability was going to have to be taken, I feel like somebody got to him, and I feel like somebody had him taken out to shut him up. All right. I feel like they shut Ghislaine Maxwell ass up as well. That's why they moved her to another prison. I feel like it was a deal that was made, if you will, with her, because we hear videos of her saying that, yeah, Trump's never done that. He's an upstanding guy. But then you were the person who set up these young girls to be with people allegedly like Trump, Epstein, and other grown-ass men. So she was the madam in this situation. So how the fuck you didn't see and or know about it and say that he was upstanding guy? I feel like maybe you were paid to do that, or you were scared into giving Trump this a great report card, if you will, for the public to think that he's one person when really he's a trash ass individual who liked young girls. Okay, again, his wife was a young girl. Well, not young girl, but she was very young. She's much younger than him. He liked them young. This is the same person who says he don't respect women, that you just grab them by the ussy. Y'all president said that shit, and people thought that it was funny. I was like, that's not funny. Okay, that's called assault. You trying to laugh off assaulting a woman.
But yeah, there's just so much fascination around Katie Johnson because she's never come forward again. And so I had to keep digging. So I called the lawyers. I called Lisa Bloom. She didn't get back to me.
I know Lisa Bloom handled all women who deal with any type of sexual encounters by someone that maybe R-worded them, trafficked them, etc. Okay. We're going to get off this in a second because we're not going to look at all these clips, but I just wanted you guys to see that they're saying Trump is actually involved in this, and there's a whole lawsuit against him from a young girl.
Thomas Meager. He didn't get back to me. I reached out to Evan Goldman. He didn't get back to me. But I did hear from one of Katie Johnson's lawyers, Cheney Mason, and he spoke to me for the first time in a decade, nearly a decade. He is telling the story of his client as much as he can tell. There's no doubt in my mind that she told the truth of everything that's in her lawsuit, period. That's right.
So they believe the young girl. I believe her too. Why would she have to lie about that? What would she have to gain from lying about that? I hope they did an R-word kit on her when it happened. I hope her parents did an R-word kit on her, because that would still be is listed as evidence. Okay, if his DNA is listed in that R-word kit, boom, that's your ass. That's just how that works. Okay. But I'm excited about these files coming out, because a lot of people who were involved in doing things they shouldn't have been doing with these young girls, trafficking as well, they should be locked up. I mean, if R. Kelly got to go to jail, bitch, so do you, Trump. Okay, if Diddy got to be in jail, so do you. I mean, what's good for the goose is good for the goddamn gander. Let's move along into some celebrity news. All right, so Ja Rule finds himself in a situation where he gets jumped, you guys. Yes, rapper Ja Rule. He was at a club in New York called Say Less, they're saying. Obviously he should have said more, so you wouldn't have got jumped. But anyway, to say that Ja Rule denies getting beat up. Of course, if you get beat up, you don't go out and say, oh yeah, I got beat up. He said that he was targeted in a jumping. Fans blame this guy, Max B, who just got out of prison, I researched. Blames his crew for backstage drama at a Monica and Brandy concert. Please let me know that y'all are not out here acting the fool at Monica and Brandy's concert. I mean, this is the most non-problematic concert that it should have ever been, but it gives that backstage some type of brawl took place, and Ja Rule, they're saying, was in the middle of it and was getting the paws put upon him. Let's go ahead and take a look. Let me put my trigger warning back up. Not that we really need it, but you know, just for YouTube's sake. Let's get into it, shall we? Let's pause. They're saying right here where this circle is where Ja Rule is, where somebody, I guess, grabbed him up or something like that. Okay, so they're saying, I know you can't really see it, but like right here is where they're saying Ja Rule is in that area. All right, let's continue. So Ja Rule speaks out because Tasha K made a post, okay? Tasha K made a post on her Instagram and on her YouTube channel about Ja Rule getting jumped and beat up. And she said, oh my God, it's really bad. He got beat up really bad. She put it out like that. So Ja Rule, let's go ahead and read what Tasha said first, then we'll read his reply. So Tasha K says, breaking news, I just got word that Ja Rule was jumped tonight outside of a New York restaurant called Say Less. She says that I'm being told that it was pretty effing bad. Developing story, all right? So upon her putting that out, Ja Rule responds to Tasha K by saying, Tasha, why are you lying to these good people? Yes, some biatch ass ninjas tried to jump me. No, it wasn't at Say Less, and I'm chilling, smoking a joint, watching SVP, with not a scratch on me. So he was saying, hey, whatever happened, ain't nobody stomped me out, ain't nobody beat me up, I ain't got a scratch on me. I'm actually sitting back chilling, smoking a blunt or whatever. So let's continue. So they're saying here, other people are chiming in saying the streets are saying that they hemmed you up backstage at a Max B concert. So now they was trying to say that it was Brandy and Monica. Now these people are saying a Max B concert. So which one is it? Another person says that why they saying that Max B got you last night. So they're adding Ja Rule. Another person is saying stay blessed and say safe. Ja says that you are a legend and we need you healthy and safe. Prayers up. Another person chimed in by saying definitely have security next time so no one won't get ideas or anything. Ja Rule do be out a lot. I be seeing videos and stuff because I follow him on Instagram. He do be out without security. Maybe he think nobody's really checking for him like that. But I mean, you just never know, child. Anybody might have a little beef that you don't know about and might want to run up and you might get done up. So you might want to have you some security now, from now on when you go out. Because as you guys can see, things don't take but a second for something to pop off. And that's what you pay for security for, to be there and de-escalate issues such as that. All right. So this person here, Bag Luck, just says, Max B just knocked out Ja Rule backstage. Good night. Maybe Ja Rule doesn't want people to know that he got beat up or knocked out. I don't know. But if other people are verifying that you got the sonic rings knocked out of you, then maybe it happened. Okay. I need to see the video now. Okay. Now I need to see the video. Do anybody have the video? Send it to me. CamerRL75gmail.com. All right. If you got it, of Ja Rule being knocked out. Not that I promote violence, but just for receipt purposes. Okay. Because he's saying the shit didn't happen. He home without a scratch, not a scratch on him. Other people saying that they verified that he was knocked the hell out. I don't know. If you got pictures of the sonic rings being knocked out of him, send them to me, shall you? And I'll share it here if I can. We'll see. But what do y'all think about it? Okay, what do y'all think about it? Yeah, let's move along. I hope he didn't get beat up. I mean, because damn, we do see him as a legend, but shit happens, right? You be in the wrong place at the wrong time and something pop off. Child. Yeah. Prayers up, Ja Rule. Prayers up. Okay. Prayers up. If you did get knocked out. If you did. All right. I don't expect you to come out and admit that you got knocked out. We don't admit you. We don't expect you to admit that. Tommy Lee Honey from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta is in trouble again, child. Y'all know she only got about 45 mugshots, okay? I don't know why she loved to be out here on the aggressive fighting mess, but it said that Tommy Lee Honey is reportedly being investigated after throwing a glass at a fan in Houston. Now, they said that Claude Killer, which is the person's name, allegedly threw something at Tommy while on stage, causing her to react. Now, I get that if somebody throws something at you, it is a reaction where you will throw something back and react, I guess. So, but she hit this person. As you guys can see, this person does have bruising on their eye where she threw a glass and hit them while he was in the audience. Girl, you might get some charges behind that. Shout out to Bad Bitch T and shout out to Hollywood Unlocked for the Ja Rule post, okay? Let's go ahead and get into it.
Police are now investigating the former Love and Hip Hop's Atlanta star after an incident inside of a club. So check out this video here, folks. You can see the reality star Tommy Lee appearing to throw a glass from the stage, which struck the face of a 20-year-old man there. You can see Davion Chambers clutching his face as the crowd reacts as well. He was there to see the show featuring the cast of Zeus, the network show Baddies. In a photograph taken after Saturday's show, you can see a gash on Chambers' face. And he says when it happened, he was shocked.
I thought somebody got pushed back and they headbutted me or something. The impact, it threw me off. And then I started to realize that I was actually hit with something. Everybody that was in the middle, they were just pointing at me, trying to get attention, but there were no attention. Like, nobody gave attention to me, so I started crying.
So Tommy Lee posted an apology on her Instagram story, not to the alleged victim, but to the city of Houston.
The apology should have gone to him because you threw the glass. And my guess is maybe she didn't know who it was that actually threw it. Maybe it was in the area that this person who got hit with the glass was in. But if you did not see who it was, you shouldn't have thrown and hit him with that glass because you drew way back here and threw that glass. So obviously you guys can see the abrasion on his eye. Like he's hurt. He might need to go ahead and sue you, girl, for his doctor bills as well. I'm pretty sure that he probably got some real damage and stuff going on with his eye because that don't look good. That don't look good to be hit in the face with a glass. Obviously, you guys heard them say that Baddies is filming at some type of an event. Y'all know that's all they do on Baddies is fight, okay? Anything on Zeus Network is going to be a fight, okay? But Tommy is on Baddies, okay, where she should be because that's all her ass do is fight. But for her to throw a glass and hit someone in the audience when you did not verify that was the person that threw something to hit you was very irresponsible. Now you're going to find yourself in some type of lawsuit and or probably charges for assault because that's exactly what that's called.
Chambers says that police are now filed a police report and he plans to file a lawsuit against Tommy Lee and the Zeus Network. Neither has responded to our sister station out there in Houston despite multiple requests for comments since Sunday. Filed a police.
Like what? Somebody got hurt? Somebody got hurt? I'm devastated. I am devastated. I've been told them we need to start finding these girls who do shit outside at the club. We need to start finding them. This is not right. This is not, I'm outraged.
Baby, you are on video throwing a glass to hitting someone in the audience. So who you talking about these girls? It's you. You're that girl that threw the glass and hit this person in his face and it's on video. It's circulating all over the internet. So now that he's filed this lawsuit against you, that's all he needs is the video showing that you threw it. And his doctor bill showing that he has this, a black eye pretty much. Oh my God.
I'm outraged when I look at that boy's face. Why would that girl do that? What's her name? Hey, Fresh, what is her name? KK? She threw stuff at me too. I am outraged about this. this situation. Outrage. Y'all gotta stop. We gotta stop this.
We know you girl, you were throwing something. There's no we, you threw a glass. Maybe she don't know it's a video. Maybe she didn't know that. Weird, right?
Okay. Hey, we so sorry to that boy. We're so sorry. He did not like. And then, all we have is plastic cups. We just have plastic cups, y'all. It had to be the one at the top. The one at the
Lies. Plastic cup is not going to do that type of damage to someone's face. Had she thrown a plastic cup, it probably wouldn't even went as far as he was standing. That was a glass. That's glass action right there in his face. Okay? Go ahead and admit it, girl. Go ahead and admit it. You threw a glass. Talking about they can't even have glasses there. Where you get one from? Did you bring a glass in your purse? Wherever the glass came from, I don't know. But a glass was thrown and hit this young man. A plastic cup don't do that type of damage. I'm sorry.
Literally, the one at the top, she was throwing stuff down. It was her at the top that threw that, y'all. I got it on video. She the one at the top. She the one that threw it. But y'all don't want to hear that.
What's the girl name?
Something kill.
Nothing going on with this girl.
Anywho, no accountability whatsoever. So they're gonna go ahead and tap them pockets, and every check you get from Zeus, you're gonna be paying him. And I hope they garnish your shit so that he can get every single dime, and you're gonna pay for all of his medical as well. You should, because you had no business throwing that. All right, I get it. You mad that somebody threw something at you, but if you didn't know the person that threw it at you for you to retaliate against said person, then you shouldn't have threw anything. All right, that's just how that works. You should have asked, hey, who was that threw it? Ask security or ask anybody in that area. And say, hey, who was it that threw whatever they threw at me, and then verify that. But then just get mad and just chunk something out in the audience and throw a glass and hit somebody in the face. That's irresponsible. Like, that's irresponsible. You have to pay for that, Tommy. Let's move along. Now, you guys remember when Cardi B mentioned that girls who tried to befriend her and was turning around and sleeping with her husband, which is one of the reasons why she and Offset aren't together anymore, is because he was sleeping with some of her friends. Now, I do believe, and I remember also where Krishan Rock was pushing up and trying to be friends with Cardi B. Didn't even know that she was smashing Offset during the time that Offset and Cardi B were married. Now, let's go ahead and get into this interview with Blueface, because he sits down and he talks about how he told Krishan to network with Offset to get him featured on a song with her, but instead she was sleeping with him during the time that he of course is still married to Cardi, but and this was during also the same time that she was trying to befriend Cardi and be friends with her and hang out with her and act like she was cool with her the whole time she was smashing Offset. Let's go ahead and get into this interview because Blueface is airing her out. I said, wow, really?
Do you know if it was true? Because there was this rumor that Offset hooked up with Krishan Rock.
Yeah, she got fucked.
Well, they got into it with Krishan based on her hanging out with rappers, essentially.
No, hell no. She had this thing about her where she looked like I was jealous or something, so she kind of started doing shit. My whole thing was like, once you become an artist, certain shit just is like, it's frowned upon, you know?
Yeah.
Obviously, networking, dope. Take a picture, cool.
Right.
You know, get in the studio, cool. But a lot of these guys, they're not really trying to work. You know?
Right.
They're just trying to make it look like something it's not, and just basically just stake your buzz. And she just kept going for it. Every nigga, she just keeps going for it. Like,
do you know if it was true?
I'm looking like, bitch, get the feature.
Well, all y'all were together?
Nah, I was already engaged with somebody else, so I didn't care. But she has a thing where she likes to make it seem like I care.
Right. So she fucked Offset while he was with Cardi.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Right. The Miss Christian that
all that's bullshit.
All that shit's cat, brother. She's like one of these regular grapes on the sidewalk, bro. She's going, and there's no problem with it, gang. You feel me? It's just when you try to portray something else, that's when it becomes a problem. Like,
it's just weird that anybody who has sex with her for the rest of her life will have to see her face.
Yeah.
Wow. So yeah, Cardi was right. Maybe that's who she was subliminally trying to call out. And I think she said that in the song too, where people that try to be your friends or portray to be your friends are sleeping with your husband. I was like, who could that be? She didn't say her name, but now that we know, since Blueface decided to come out and say who it was, it's Krishan. And she was supposed to be getting a feature with Offset on a song, but she was sleeping with him, knowing I think everybody and their mama know that Offset and Cardi B married. You run in the same circles as they do Krishan, so I'm pretty sure you knew Offset was married to Cardi B. You didn't give a damn. You've been disrespectful. Maybe you felt that you needed to sleep with him to get the feature. I don't know, but you still didn't get the feature, so maybe you had, that trash WAP down there. Maybe your WAP is trash down there because you didn't want able to get that feature. But not that it's a flex to get a feature from Offset anyway. All right, because you ain't gonna understand shit he's saying. That's all you would have heard on the record anyway. But so Blueface child is airing her out, stirring the pot again. Obviously, Krishan is upset. I do have the video where she responded to this video of Blueface airing her out. You guys know he is dating Hazel E. Blueface's mom, Carlissa, just found out that Hazel E is like 45, 46 years old, like way, way older than Blueface. She said, I didn't know my son was dating a cougar. But he said, hey, this is my first cougar. It is what it is. They're dating. Krishan is very hard pressed about the two of them being together because she was hoping and or banking on Blueface coming back to be with her whenever he got out of jail. But he was just like, he gave her that. And she's upset about it. And of course, she wished death upon him and said that she's going to visit his grave, before he visits hers and all types of stuff, throwing out subliminal threats and whatnot. But crazy. He also said that he told her, look, don't be putting our son on social media. Stop doing that. And maybe people will forget of, the situation that our son is in. But he says that she continued to do that and did not listen to him in terms of posting. But then Blueface, I kind of got to, pop your hand too, because as soon as you got out of prison, what did you do? The first thing you did was showed your baby online. So if you don't want her showing the baby, then don't you do it. Don't give her rules that you don't abide by, because the first thing we saw was the 72 hours that you had the baby. You put the baby in the playpen and was showing him pulling up. And I get it, you were having a proud dad moment, but don't give her rules to say she can't show the child online when that's the first thing you do. I mean, we saw you taking the baby to some little play place, a game store or whatever, a game room or whatever, and you were showing him. So, I mean, either you guys going to show him or not. Don't give her rules you don't abide by. Let's get into what Krishan had to say, because she felt a way about him doing an interview about her. Child, these two, I be so sick of them, but I be trying to keep up with the news, child. It's just news, I promise. All right, so this is her. Krishan Rock had a few things to get off her chest about Blueface. All right.
For real, I got the worst ex ever. Oh, God. Tell me why he's sitting just, like, I got to be the boy meal ticket, because every time he speaks on me, it has something to do with him bashing me. Oh, God. What else? Real shit, he want me playing house with him. That's what he want. That's what a narcissist is. He weird as shit. You don't gotta mention me. What the fuck is wrong with that nigga?
I don't know.
I hate that nigga. I hate that nigga, bro. I really hate that nigga, bro. You want to keep bashing my name, then talking about the baby.
You hate him, but you steady looking at him on the phone. And you still walk around with his tattoo on your face. You could have been got that off. Every time you look in the mirror, you see him. So you don't hate him that bad because you still walking around with his face on the side of your face.
What the hell?
Somebody on my phone or they...
For real, I got the worst.
So now she hate him. When you, 2.5 weeks ago, you were walking around half naked with your baby, using the baby to get closer to him, sitting all in his lap, kissing all over him, rubbing all over him, thinking that he was going to reciprocate that emotion that you were trying to give him, and he didn't. And then he came out to say he was going to be with Hazel E. Now all of a sudden you hate him. You don't want him to be alive no more and all this other stuff. Girl, get out of here, Krishan. All right. It's a hot ass mess. Moving right along. Let's get into y'all cussing past out here. And that would be none other than Kirk Franklin. Y'all still out here cussing. He ain't get enough of doing all that when he had to come back and apologize for cussing his son out. I played y'all the video, honey, where he was saying God did this and mother effing that. I said, wait a minute. Is this Kirk Franklin? The one that put out Stomp? Now he's sitting over here on a podcast, all right, freely using profanity, talking to rapper The Game and other guys who were sitting around just having, guy conversation. Kirk Franklin sat on a podcast with other guests and had a few things to say. Let's go ahead and get into it, because I was shocked that he just let it fly out like that and didn't even twitch. I was like, you gonna be a pastor, like a man of the cloth, but he probably speak like this at home, but hey, let's get into what he had to say.
That the world makes him feel like shit.
Can y'all say something? Just somebody, everybody go around the table and speak to the king and a man watching who has forgotten that he is one.
I can take the lead on this and just say this. For anybody out there that's feeling like, the walls are closing in on them, or they feel like, the world treats me like shit, just look at the world. Look at the world. Look at what people are doing to each other outside. And so if you are not doing any of that or participating in
that the world makes them feel like shit. Can y'all say something? Just somebody, everybody go around the table.
Look at Snoop's reaction when they put the camera on him, because y'all know they kind of look at Kirk like he's this Christian, this pastor, this respectable person from like the church era. And to hear him speaking in the same lingo as they speak, it's weird, right?
And speak to the king
weird
and a man watching who has forgotten that he is one.
I can take the lead on this and just say this. For anybody out there that's feeling like, the walls are closing in on them, or they feel like, the world treats me like shit, just look at the world. Look at the world. Look at what people are doing to each other outside. And so if you are not doing any of that or participating in
that the world makes them feel like shit.
What do y'all feel about that? What do y'all think about that? Because I showed you guys a video a little bit back where he cussed his son out. I said, I've never heard a pastor or church person cuss nobody out like that. Now, I get it. Your son was hella disrespectful. His son recorded him on an audio where he and Kirk Franklin were on the phone. At the time, they had like a little tension going on, and Kirk checked him and was cussing like a nigga off the street. I said, damn, you cuss good to be a church guy. Okay. Hold on, guys. Let me find this damn video. Now I got to play it for y'all so y'all don't be like, what? Yes, honey. Hold on. We got to hear that child because he cussed good. I was like, Kirk Franklin. Child, I said, hold up, child, hold up. Okay. All right, hold on. Ooh, honey. All right, skip. All right, so let me share, honey. We're going to listen to this where he done cussed out his son, child. I said, not cuss your son out, Kirk. Y'all know these kids, child. Your adult kids can be very disrespectful sometimes, but Kirk, child. All right, y'all ready for this? Let's get into it. Kirk Franklin cusses out his son, child. Now, let's go.
Up a piece of paper. Okay, if you think I'm reading this paper, let me say it like this. When your bitch ass starts getting disrespected, you need to get your skinny motherfucking ass back out the goddamn way before I put my foot in your ass. Because I dare you. I dare you. I dare you. I dare you. Shut the fuck up. I'm old. What's up? I will punch your neck, nigga. Don't you ever disrespect me. I did it.
Wow.
He just hung up the phone. I'll break your neck. Is that a threat?
Y'all tell me what y'all think.
Let's take it back. One more again.
Up a piece of paper. Okay, if you think I'm reading this paper, let me say it like this. When your bitch ass starts getting disrespected, you need to get your skinny motherfucking ass back out the goddamn way before I put my foot in your ass. Because I dare you. I dare you. I dare you. I dare you. Shut the fuck up. I'm old. What's up? I will punch your neck, nigga. Don't you ever disrespect me. I did it. He just hung up the phone. I'll break your neck. Is that a threat?
Child. That's old Kirk, honey. Kirk cuss real good, don't he? So it was nothing for him to sit up and just say shit and just let it fly out like that. And just, even Snoop Dogg was like, I don't know about that one, dog. But what do y'all think? of course, Kurt did come back and do an apology. He did give an apology for cussing out his son, Carry-On. Y'all know Carry-On was also on Zeus, on Baddies for the Guys, you know, where he came out and said that he was indeed gay, which caused a little bit more tension between him and Kurt. People saying that Kurt did not embrace his son after he came out to acknowledge that he was in fact gay. So it kind of caused some tension between the two of them. And, you know, and some other things that he came out to say that Kurt was abusive towards him when he was a child. He told some other things as well. And I think it pissed Kurt off. And when they finally had a conversation, he got him on the phone. They had an exchange and Kurt cussed him out and hung up on him. But after that came out, Kurt got a lot of backlash from like the church era. And he did make an apology towards his son and towards the church for them having to see him or hear him in that light, because it was very disrespectful. He went far. The GD and the mother effer, I was like, yo, I will break your neck. Y'all heard him. I was like, damn, Kurt, you let your child get you that mad, but y'all know kids will take you there, honey. Listen, I get it. But child, it was just crazy for that shit to go public like that. His son posted a video, or audio rather, so that everyone can hear it. And that was very damaging towards Kurt Franklin. But obviously he's bounced back from that, child. The church was able to take him back. Now, had that been Leandra, y'all see for a minute, child, they was on Leandra's ass, Leandra Johnson, the gospel singer, for a minute, because she was out here cussing and drinking and doing all the things, child. But she get up there at that podium, honey, and sang down in the church. But they were just like, They was not feeling it, honey, when they saw videos of her out here cussing and carrying on. But they let Kurt come back. And they received him back in the church, child. But Leandra, they sat her down for a minute, child. They was like, you can't come sing at our church, child. No. But y'all put in there what y'all think. Y'all put in what y'all think about these cussing Christians, child. A mess. Let's get into this bitch ass ninja. Y'all know I don't like Brian McKnight no more. Well, I gotta show y'all this. It might make me mad. So if I slap off on his ass this morning, please understand. All right. Brian McKnight, y'all know he married a Hawaiian chick, okay? He don't claim his kids that he had with her no more. And he says, I was never in love with my ex-wife. This is the same one, Julie, that he has a lawsuit with, okay? Who he came out and said that he won the lawsuit and it wasn't ever even a verdict even given yet, according to her. She was like, how the fuck you won when there ain't no verdict? Okay, you celebrating too fast, sir. But they are now divorced. He and Julie are now divorced. So he says, I was never in love with my ex-wife. Our sons were not made from love. It's Brian McKnight's words. Let's get into him because he is a whole hot ass mess. Shout out to Goldener Stories.
Our two families are two prominent families in the Black Adventist Church. We both met at the college where I was going. She came, okay. I was a sophomore, she was a freshman. We kind of started dating. The next year she gets pregnant. This is back when shame was a real thing. I know, yep, I get it. She's back home. She tells me she's pregnant and that she's going to get an abortion. Because I'm like, yeah, we should probably do that. You're 18. I'm 20. Why would we? I'm just about to start this whole thing. Maybe this is the route we need to go. And she agrees. I'm like, oh, dodged a bullet. I'm going out to sign my deal in California. When I leave there and get back to Huntsville, that's when she calls me and said, actually, I didn't have the abortion. So now I'm like, I got to tell my mom. My mother, who played the piano and was singing in the choir every week, you know, in the Seventh-day Adventist Church, if your kid has a baby out of wedlock, you no longer can hold any church office. You can't sing up in front. You can't do it. You are held responsible for whatever the kids do. I honored my mother, and I tried to do the right thing with a woman that I hadn't even known a year yet. We got married in September, baby in November. We had sort of an agreement. You handle this part. I'm not changing diapers. I'm 20 years old. This was not what I expected to do. You made this decision. You're going to handle that, and I'm going to handle this. Yeah. When you make that bargain, you say, hey, you're going to take care of this. This is your responsibility. And they say, got it. And you go and you do what you have to do. You're expecting that to be the case. But we don't realize is that people will tell you whatever it is they want to tell you to keep you there until that first argument. Then the real thing starts to come out. But by then, you're looking at your life, you're like, well, and I had this conversation with my mother, like, why did you have me do this? You tried this, it didn't work. Now you got me doing it. Right. It was tough, but I'm already in it. We separated 4 times before we ended up getting divorced ultimately anyway.
How far into the marriage would you say the first separation?
2 years.
Because you were married for what, 13 years?
Yeah, 13.
So why not just break off? Why stick it out for 13 years?
For the kids. I was never in love with their mother. I wasn't. They weren't made from love to begin with. And I said this before, and people got so mad, this obligation that just because you lay with somebody now, it's sort of an 18-year sentence of some kind, or beyond that, because it's forever. there's resentment there. But at the same time, you do have these children and you want to try to do your best to do right by them. If we were never supposed to be together like this in the first place, but we have these children, we both have to do what's right for them. And you're right. What we should have done was just separated for good then.
What's that nail in the coffin that then leads both of you to come to the conclusion that you guys are no longer good together, regardless of whether or not you have kids or not?
I think we always knew we weren't that. She may have been lying to herself if she thought otherwise. For me, when I realized I could parent those boys without her, I could be a good parent. I could be there for them and I could give them what they needed from me without being married to their mother.
Do you think that the kids were the thing that kept y'all together as long as you were?
Absolutely. Our two families are two prominent families.
Bitch ass nigga. So your goal was to punish this woman because she did not protect your image. That's what this came down to. Now, I kind of can understand what he's talking about. He might have grew up Church of God in Christ, because Kojic, sometimes different churches have different rules in terms of how you can be seen. If your children go out here and have children out of wedlock, yeah, sometimes they will take you down from certain offices and will not allow you to sing and do like praise and worship and stuff like that. That part I get, I understand that. But I feel like he punished her because he wanted her to get an AB and she decided she didn't want to do it because she wanted to keep her baby. That's her choice. That's her body. You laid with her unprotected. So you also take responsibility for this act as well. Why put that all on her? And because now your mama can't play the fucking piano and sing in the choir no more, and she has to be punished because of something you've done, you want to punish her by saying, well, okay, you gonna keep this baby, you want to keep this baby, all right, well, I ain't changing no fucking diapers, and I ain't gonna fix no bottles. That's all on you, and let's make an agreement just so it's understood. If the baby is wet, I ain't changing that shit, you do it. Brian McKnight, his mindset, it gives, if I don't get what I want and you don't comply with my needs and my desires of what I want in this moment, I'm going to punish you, just like he's punishing his children. So then when things did not work out between you and your ex-wife, Julie, who I hear is a wonderful mother, you decide I'm going to take the kids from her because I feel they're better off with me, because you decide you didn't want to be with her anymore, once again to punish her. So now that your children decided, no, we're not going to allow you to treat mother that way, because he had 2 children with her. Their son, Nico, who passed away, and then they have another son, what's the other son? Brian Jr., Brian McKnight Jr., who he then went and changed and tried to change his name. He couldn't do that. And then he married this new Hawaiian chick and went and had another son and named that son with his other wife, Brian McKnight Jr., when you already had Brian McKnight Jr., to spite your son that you had with Julie. This is the type of shit he was on. So you were never in love with her. So the only reason you married her was to do the right thing so that you could be seen as a husband in your church. But my thing is this: you didn't love this person. You were so miserable. You got with this person in 1990 and stayed with this person until 2003. That's a long ass time. What is that, 13 years? Who stays with somebody that long if they're not in it? Who signed up to be miserable that long, Brian? You full of shit. You full of shit, Brian. You are full of shit. Not only did you have one son with her, you turned around and impregnated her again. So if you're not happy with her, if that's not where you wanted to be, why make a family? Why put a ring on it? Get on one knee, ask this woman to marry you, go down to the courthouse, wherever y'all got married at. Why? He is so full of shit. It's the arrogance in his tone, his demeanor, everything about him. That's why I don't listen to him anymore. When I saw what he did to his children, that shit really pissed me off. Because I was like, you know what? You can still be, plenty of people break up from being married to a person when shit don't work out. It's just understood. You adults, people grow apart. You go over here, you go over here. And even if you get married again, your children are still your children. You don't divorce your children. You don't tell your children, okay, these are my children over here now that you did not bear, that did not come out your nutsack. Let's be raw. Your new wife's children, except with the exception of one, that you went and named Brian McKnight Jr. to spite your son, who's already named Brian McKnight Jr. You claimed your new wife's children, bought them cars, and was doing for your new children, and was talking shit about your other children, and even told something about one of your daughters, I hear, to say that she was inappropriately touched. You said that on a public platform to embarrass the shit out of her. And they had to go and get a cease and desist so he could shut his ass up because he was doing the fucking most. Now, he used to tour and take his sons on tour with him, and they all are musically inclined. Rest in peace to Nico, because he's no longer here. He also was musically inclined. That's something that was passed down from obviously their father. Y'all know Brian McKnight, he's very musically inclined. Okay, that's a gift that he was obviously given from God. But at the end of the day, his sons inherited that. Wonderful. They could play just about any instrument and they sing down. His son, Brian McKnight Jr., probably can out-sing him, can do all the runs, riffs, all of that. Love it. But what I don't love is the fact that he's now doing this whole tour, podcast tour, going from podcast to podcast, interview to interview, to disparage his ex-wife, Julie, which is the mother of your children, okay? She will always be family, even though you guys are divorced because you share children. And also, you're still talking shit indirectly about your kids. My kids were not made within love. Well, why the fuck did you marry her? Do you guys see? Oh my God. I can't think of a word. But Brian McKnight is that wet stuff in the bottom of the dumpster. He's trash, but dig a little deeper in the dumpster, that wet shit at the bottom that don't nobody want to touch. That's Brian McKnight. This motherfucker right here.
In the Black Adventist Church.
Don't play it all. Just the beginning part. Just the arrogance in his tone just sends me, y'all. Oh my
We
God.
both met at the college where I was going. She came,
okay.
I was a sophomore, she was a freshman. We kind of started dating. The next year she gets pregnant. This is back when shame was a real thing.
So you're dating her and you're doing what most college kids do when you have a girlfriend. You're having SEX, unprotected. Doing so made her get pregnant. You guys were having fun and dating. You were not being responsible.
Well, yep, I get it.
She's back home. She tells me she's pregnant and that she's going to get an abortion. Because I'm like, yeah, we should probably do that. You're 18. I'm 20. Why would we? I'm just about to start this whole thing. Maybe this is the route we need to go. And she agrees. I'm like, oh, dodged a bullet. I'm going out to sign my deal in California. When I leave there and get back to Huntsville, that's when she calls me and said, actually, I didn't have the abortion. So now I'm like, I got to tell my mom. My mother, who played the piano and was singing in the choir every week.
So now you only decided to tell your mother when she decided she didn't want to have the AB. So you kept that secret from your mother because you were counting on her getting rid of a child that she decided later on she wanted to keep, all right? Which would have been Brian McKnight Jr., your namesake, okay? That's her choice. Again, that is her choice. If she don't want to get rid of the baby, she don't have to. Whether you decide to be there or not, that's her choice. Should have put a rub on.
You know, in the Seventh-day Adventist Church, if your kid has a baby out of wedlock, you no longer can hold any church office. You can't sing up in front. You can't do it. You are held responsible for whatever the kids do. I honored my mother, and I tried to do the right thing with a woman that I hadn't even known a year yet. We got.
But how many celebrities, and we're not going to go through this whole video again with him because I can't take him, child. How many celebrities have children out of wedlock and still go and sign record deals, still tour, still do all the things that need to be done? You didn't want the financial obligation is what it was, but you wanted to be able to lay with her unprotected and jump up and down on her whenever you felt like it. But you didn't want the accountability that came behind that if you wound up knocking her up. If you didn't want a child, you should have used protection. At 20 years old, because you just said you were 20, she was 18. Both of you guys technically were adults. So, I mean, everyone knows, yeah, it does feel better without protection. But when you are trying to do things in life, if you know you had a contract that you were waiting to sign and other things and obligations that you felt that you had coming up that you wanted to do, then the respectable thing is, hey, I'm not ready for kids yet. Let's go ahead and put up, let's wear a condom while we're doing it. We're going to do it, but let's, use protection so we don't mess around and do something that we're not ready for right now. That's what a responsible 20-year-old would do. So miss me with the putting all of this on her like it was her. Oh, it was her. She didn't want to get rid of the baby. It's her. No, you gonna change the doctor. No, it's her. I wasn't in love. I just only stayed for the kids. Well, these same kids are the kids you don't even claim no more. This is why they've canceled you, Brian McKnight. This is why you had to, several of your events and concerts have had to be canceled because you ain't selling enough tickets. Because people are not coming to see you anymore because you're on that fuck shit now when it comes to the way you treat your children and now your ex-wife. You're suing her for millions of dollars. Why? You're taking money from your children. Anything you do to their mother, you're doing to the children. Am I right or am I right? All right, so Brian and Julie were married from 1990 to 2003. They have two sons, Brian McKnight Jr. and Nico, who we just said who lost his battle this year with colon cancer earlier this year. Now, Julie has alleged that that he was an abusive husband. I can believe that. I can believe that. And neglectful father to their children. Well, you just said here, I ain't helping you change no diapers. I ain't fixing it. That's all on you. We're going to agree. If you want to keep these kids, then damn it, you're going to take care of them. You just said that. So I believe her. Says that in response, Brian has sued her for defamation and they are currently in court. Use this video right here because he just admitted that he ain't doing shit for the kids, that you were never in love. He's being very anal now because there's an open lawsuit where she aired him out and told people the type of fuck nigga that he is and the fact that he's not able to sell tickets to support himself and his new Hawaiian wife, who also has been inserting herself in this situation between him and Julie, talking shit as well. He's mad at Julie because the truth is out about him. As long as she was quiet and allowing him to tour and make money and have the world believe that he's this upstanding father when that's not the case, oh, he was so happy. But now that Julie and his adult children are speaking out against him, he don't like that. So then he run and file a defamation lawsuit, which I feel he may lose because there's enough video evidence out there, including your children as evidence, to speak against you in terms of the type of father and bitch ass nigga that you are. Moving right along. I got more for him. Moving on. I don't do Brian McKnight. Nothing Brian McKnight. All right, let's get into this. Looks like there's going to be a lawsuit here in this situation. Okay. Where these women, 9 women went out to a Chesapeake steakhouse and some type of brawl occurred at this restaurant, not involving any of the 9 women sitting here. But the restaurant staff, probably management as well, came up and told them after they broke up said fight or altercation with the women that were fighting at the restaurant, that they all had to leave because all they like to do is fight and cause problems. Well, they had nothing to do with these other 2 black women who decided to get into a fight for whatever reason. So now this looks like it's going to be a discrimination lawsuit that they are filing against this Chesapeake Steakhouse. Y'all ready? Before we get into that, my mods are alerting me that we do need to go ahead and get my I'm about to forget our jam session in. Okay, please go ahead and tap on that like button for me, guys. Thank you, guys. Sure, get something faster. Let's see. There we go. All right, tap on the like, guys. Step out, tap the like, come right back for me again. Step out, tap the like. Tap the like, come back. Let's get back to the show. All right, so as we were just saying prior to our jam session, 9 black women sue a Chesapeake Steakhouse for making them leave after 2 other black women who they did not even know, did not even come there with, started tussling and fighting, had a full-blown fight at said restaurant. And they were told, you all like to fight, and told all of them to leave and refused to serve these women. Let's go ahead and get into what they had to say according to Neighborhood Talk. Let's go.
Supposed to be a night of fellowship for this group of women.
Turned into a night of hurt, embarrassment, and pure humiliation.
The 9 women had chosen to have a Friendsgiving dinner at Cork and Bull.
We only had time to order our drinks, and a fight broke out between 2 African-American women that had nothing to do with us.
Somebody break it up. This is video of the altercation. The 9 women say it happened between guests at a table that was across the room. The 2 women seen throwing blows ultimately left before authorities arrived. But somehow restaurant staff thought these 9 women who were still inside were somehow involved and told them to leave too.
So I asked why. And he responded saying, because you all like to fight. And they made us leave and get up in front of all the other patrons in the restaurant.
We were really in like a negative spotlight at that moment, and it was all eyes on us. It was very embarrassing.
The 9 ladies are now pursuing legal action. Their lawyer sat down with us.
Just because you have employees that might have made a bad judgment one night, that could turn into 2 nights, 3 nights, 4 nights. It has to stop.
The women say the restaurant staff has not reached out to provide an apology or update.
All 9 of these ladies were treated more harshly than the 2 people who were actually engaged in the misdemeanor action.
It was supposed to be a night of fellowship for this group of...
Right? Imagine going out. Imagine going out to eat with some of your homegirls. Look like they were having some type of celebratory moment. Let me take this down right quick. I'm sorry. Imagine having a celebratory moment with some of your homegirls out to eat. It's like a very upscale type place, okay? They order their drinks. They're getting ready to wait to order their food. And 2 people just break out fighting. And just because they're black, they're automatically linked to being with you. Restaurant staff come out to break up the fight and tell them they got to leave, and then point to you guys and say, oh, and by the way, y'all asses got to go too, because all y'all asses like to do is fight. And they're sitting there looking like, well, you don't know them, and they didn't come here with us. So now it gets down to discrimination here, because obviously they were denied service at said restaurant and asked to leave when they did nothing but sit down and wait for a waiter or waitress to come to their table to then take their food order after they ordered their drinks. All right. So let's go ahead and read into this. This is like somebody gonna get paid. Yeah, somebody gonna get paid. So 9 black women in Chesapeake say that their Friendsgiving dinner turned into a night of embarrassment and clear discrimination after they were kicked out of a Cork and Bull chop house, even though they had nothing to do with a fight happening across the room. Okay, said that the group says that they had just ordered drinks when 2 other women who they say did not know started fighting on the opposite side of the restaurant. The 2 women involved in the tussle reportedly left before police arrived. Okay. Now, instead of focusing on the people who were actually fighting, the 9 women say that the restaurant staff came to them and told them that they had to leave. Now, one woman says that that when she asked why, a manager responded by saying, because you all like to fight. It said that the group says that that comment alone made it clear that they were being profiled. I agree. They say that they were forced to stand up and walk out in front of the entire restaurant. They described the moment as humiliating, hurtful, and completely unnecessary, and said that we were put in a negative spotlight. It was all eyes on us, one woman said the 9 women are now taking legal action and believe that they were removed only because of the color of their skin. What do you guys think about that? I think they're going to get a nice little payout for this situation, because obviously they were not the ones that was causing problems in the restaurant. And what's crazy to me is other patrons in this situation should have said to the manager, hey, they weren't the ones that were fighting. They were sitting down. These other 2 girls who left before police got here, they were the 2 that were fighting. These women here did nothing. Why do they have to leave? Okay. People need to speak up sometimes and say, hey, they had nothing to do with that. Why y'all making them leave? Okay. But they just obviously people just sat there and watched this situation go down. I would never eat there again, and I would never recommend a person to go there after that situation if it would have happened to me. And I would definitely have gone online and left a very, very lengthy comment under their restaurant name, okay, review. And I would have let everyone know what the fuck goes on there and how these people treat people of color, okay, because that was very uncouth and out of line, I feel, for them to make these women leave like that when they ain't have shit to do with it. Thank God. Maybe y'all dodged a bullet in terms of not spending your good hard-earned money there at this restaurant. Now you see that these bastards are racist there. I want to spend my money somewhere where people don't want me there. I want to be somewhere where I'm not wanted. And if you feel that way about Black people, then take your money where you are appreciated and not just tolerated. Okay. What do y'all think? Go ahead and put it in the comments. Sound off on that. Let me know. So rumors have been circulating for quite some time about Kandi and Todd being separated and or maybe getting divorced. I told you guys a little bit back that Todd was being very vocal about how he felt about how Kandi was handling him, where he doesn't have much say so in terms of decisions in their household, how he doesn't feel like the man of their home, how Kandi refuses to put his name on the house that they share now that they're married. He said, hey, we've been married now, 13 years now, and she still has not put my name on the house. I don't feel like I'm the man in this situation. I've also told you guys and showed you guys where Todd filed a lawsuit against Kandi's mother, Mama Joyce, for defamation, where she was going around saying things about him that he said was not true. So he filed a defamation lawsuit against her, in which I think Kandi probably said something to him because Todd wound up dropping the lawsuit against Mama Joyce. So that's no more. But he and Kandi, they kind of had some things going on. I know Kandi made it very vocal, and she said it on the show before, that Todd only likes to stay in the strip club, and he stays there until the strip club closes, which y'all know is very, very late. He frequents the strip club a lot, that he's always gone, and that he, pretty much acts like he doesn't want to take pictures and shake hands with fans. And a lot of fans have also vocalized how rude Todd is when they approach him. So it's been a lot going on with Kandi and Todd. We also talked about, I want to say a couple weeks ago, where Todd came forward. Kandi did an interview where she said that she and Todd do have threesomes in their marriage. The most recent one was 6 months ago, where they did invite a person into their bed. And that's just something that they do. But maybe that's not enough. Sometimes you can do a lot to please a person, and sometimes it's not enough. Obviously, as you guys see here, Kandi has removed Tucker from her last name. Okay, Kandi Burruss removes Tucker from her last name. It was noticeable at BravoCon as well. When she went up to get her award, they put her name up on the screen as Kandi Burruss versus Kandi Burruss Tucker, which is what she's been going by. So if you go and look on her social media now, it only says Kandi Burruss, and she's removed Tucker. So whispers are going around in terms of saying, hey, are they really getting ready to be done? They just celebrated another year of marriage, so it makes them have 13 now, I think it is. I told you guys a week ago that it was rumored that Todd was staying in the guest house and not the main house because of a lot of arguments and disagreements between he and Kandi in terms of how she does not, treat him like the man of the house. So now they say that Kandi Burruss removes last name Tucker from social media, fueling breakup rumors with Todd. The people are asking, are they getting ready to get divorced? Are they going to end things after all these years of being together? Has Todd had enough of dealing with Kandi's mother and had enough of not being, feeling like he is the man of the home? He felt a way about not being on the house, but that is a house that Kandi had prior to marrying him. And if she chooses not to put his name on the house, that's her prerogative. Maybe she wants to have something to leave to her children. And y'all know Kandi's a businesswoman, so I respect that. You can't tell a person what to do with their shit. What are you bringing into it? Y'all also know that when they were getting married, y'all saw the wedding special that Todd felt a way about Kandi making him sign a prenup. She told him, hey, you don't sign a prenup, we pretty much are not getting married. Like, fuck all this stuff. We spend all this money for decorations, cake, wedding, all of that. If you're choosing not to sign a prenup, then we're gonna go ahead and end the shit right here, and we're not getting married. So of course, he at last minute did sign a prenup, which is why they are married right now. But it gives that there are some things going on, some underlying issues between Todd and Kandi, to where she has decided to drop his last name publicly. So it does scream that there's some issues going on between them. What do y'all think? So Kandi Burruss turned heads at BravoCon 2025 in Las Vegas after debuting some very noticeable changes. Okay, so the first thing that fans caught was her name. All right, she's always gone by since she's been married, Kandi Burruss Tucker. It said that after years of using Burruss Tucker across her social media and businesses, Kandi quietly dropped Tucker from her online profiles and is now back to simply using Kandi Burruss. Now, for someone as brand savvy as Kandi, they said that that's a major shift. One that immediately had fans buzzing and speculating about what could it mean for her marriage. What do y'all think? Do y'all think Kandi and Todd about to call it quits after 13 years? Do you think Todd's had enough? Do you think Kandi is sick and tired of his bullshit, of him not wanting to come home from hanging out in strip clubs for him always complaining about this and that, or him not feeling like he's the man of the house. It's a lot. It's a lot. Marriage can be difficult sometimes if you have a person who may be jealous of you. You know, Todd came into this situation with a woman who was already self-made. That can be intimidating for a man. Okay, it is. Shout out to Candy for starting businesses. So after she and Todd got married, so he can feel a part of and feel like he is doing something so that they can grow together and start something together, and it just not be hers, to where he feels like he's a tag along and everything that he has is because of her. So they were able to start businesses like the OLG restaurant. I hear one of them is still open. They also have Blaze Tucker Steakhouse on Camp Creek there in Atlanta, which is still open. What is it? They also have their what is it, where they do movies. They have their movie business together that they film and do movies and plays and things like that. So they've created things together business wise that includes Todd, so that he can also make a coin and not just Candy. So you should thank her for that, because I don't think that you had those opportunities prior to being married to her. But it does look like the two of them are probably headed towards maybe a legal separation, if not divorce. I hope not, but you can't tell a person what to do. If a person's not happy, they have every single right to move on. Maybe it's the Bravo curse, because y'all know, child, anytime you bring your marriage onto social media or on TV, especially reality shows, sometimes your marriage don't work out. We've seen this shit happen. Look at Drew and Ralph. Look at Nene and Greg. They broke up for a spell and they wound up getting back together. It's so many. I mean, look at Ashley Darby and Michael Darby. They're divorced now. It's so many. Shit. But here she is here. They announced her instead of Candy Burrs Tucker. They put Candy Burrs when she got her award for the Lifetime Achievement Award at BravoCon. Okay. So what do y'all think about that? What do y'all think about Candy dropping Tucker from her name? Trouble in Paradise, it sounds. All right. But I told y'all like a week or so ago, because if Karen will be on her shit. All right. I told y'all a week or so ago, if y'all follow me, then you know I ain't lying, that Todd was staying in the guest house. He had moved out of the main house with Candy and is now staying in the guest house. Maybe Candy is saying, hey, this don't work for me no more, and maybe you just need to go ahead and move out completely and do what you do. So maybe they're preparing for divorce. We don't know. Nevertheless, Candy is protected because there is a airtight, I hear, prenuptial in place. Okay, so shout out to Candy for handling her business on that. Let's get into some reality TV news. Okay, shout out to Housewives from Housewife. All right, Real Housewives of Potomac, Real Housewives of Potomac News. Dustin Ross has a theory on how Mia Thornton, of course, y'all know we just heard Mia got arrested for larceny and theft of furniture, child. Again, I'm still puzzled by that. And she also was evicted from 2 properties, one in North Carolina and another in Atlanta for not paying rent. Was able to move swiftly out of her residence. Let's go ahead and get into what Dustin and Carlos had to say about Mia. Let's go.
Shocked to me. Okay, let's break this all the way down, right? So Mia has been dating allegedly Bobby Valentino, right? The two of them can maneuver in small spaces, right? Between the two of them, she can reach up, he can get low. They can make it happen to access items and get them through windows and the type of shit that you gotta get items through when you sneaking and moving at night. You know what I'm saying? So it makes sense to me. Number 2, I was just glad she had the black wig. I was just glad she had the black wig. I was, because at least she don't have to be haunted by that platinum blonde, you know what I'm saying, in her mug shot. She can have a black wig and look decent. I'm not shocked. To me, okay, let's break this all the way down, right? So Mia has been dating allegedly Bobby Valentino, right? The two of them can maneuver in small spaces, right? Between the two of them, she can reach up, he can get low. They can make it happen to access items and get them through windows and the type of shit that you gotta get items through when you sneaking and moving at night. You know what I'm saying? So it makes sense to me. Number 2, I was just glad she had the black wig. I was just glad she had the black wig.
I like Dustin. In the beginning, I was kind of iffy on Dustin. Dustin is funny as hell when he want to be. All right. But yeah, I agree. Mia was on some bullshit when she left in the middle of the night, and she knew why she was doing it, so she wouldn't get caught doing the shit she was doing. Now, the relationship between she and Bobby Valentino, it's just my opinion. I feel like it was a publicity stunt for her to be seen out in public with Bobby Valentino, being that he is from Atlanta. All right. Everybody know him. I feel like she was trying to beef up a storyline so that she could get a spot. If only it was like for a friend of on Real Housewives of Atlanta. That's why she left Potomac in order to move to Atlanta to be on Real Housewives of Atlanta, but it didn't work out for her. They picked over her and chose K. Michelle. And I told you guys Tammy, that used to be married to Waka Flocka, is supposed to make an appearance as well as a friend of. So Mia, you fucked up the thing. You should have stayed your ass in Potomac, where you could be closer to Gordon, who is the father of your children, and he could have also helped you with the kids. Now you and your kids are put out of not one place but two places. Bobby Valentino ain't heard nothing else from him. Okay. This fake relationship between you and him. Whole time you were living with Ink, this whole boyfriend that you were back and forth with after you left your husband Gordon to be with this guy who could not obviously pay your rent for you and your children to have a roof over your head. So now you're out on the streets. God knows where you're living now. It's a hot ass mess. Mia is a whole fraud. Okay, Mia, you are a fake ass fraud, and you get what you get. You get what you get. I said yesterday you laughed at Wendy when she got locked up for her bullshit, and now look at you. Look at you. You out here stealing furniture, okay? TV off the wall and everything. You out here getting evicted from 2 other places. Like, girl, you look dumb. You look dumb. It's like you trying too hard, Mia. And the whole town is laughing at your stupid ass, okay? Including me. But let's move along, child. Thank you, Dustin, for that, because that was funny. All right. Also, I have one more. Let's get another one where they are discussing Nene Leakes. I showed you guys yesterday the I want to say like the CEO maybe was saying that Nene Leakes definitely is approved to come back and work for Bravo again. So it sounds like they are open to having Nene back on their platform. So Real Housewives of Atlanta, let's get into that. Dustin Ross speaks on the possibility of an eraser of Nene Leakes' legacy. That is something I do not feel will ever happen, because Nene, I feel like, left her digital footprint in Bravo on Real Housewives of Atlanta. We've talked about this until I'm blue in the face. Honestly, I feel like she is definitely meant to be on the show. I'm happy that they are allowing her the possibility of coming back. I just read to you guys yesterday where the CEO did say, and of course, Andy Cohen have had conversations with Nene. I think that they are getting to the point where they are ready to probably put her back. Could be next season. Nene could make an appearance back on the show next season. That would be great for the show. Let's get into what they have to say. Messy Monday, Carlos King, Dustin, and Claudia Jordan.
Do you feel like the legacy of Nene and Kenya will be erased?
I don't think it can be. Number one, I don't think it's possible for true erasure to happen of their impact to the Real Housewives of Atlanta and to Bravo as a network and everything else that is affected thereafter. But listen, I'm looking at it as a fan as well, I guess, from my commentary, and I appreciate everything you just said, because just like you mentioned, Nene Leakes and Kenya Moore are 2 examples of women who have greatly impacted the success of the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and it would make sense for them to be included in a celebration of that world, right? However, as a viewer, we sat through season 11 at the reunion where Nene sat there and refused to engage with any of her cast members. We sat through her in season 12, slamming the computer down during the virtual reunion, refusing to participate, spitting sunflower seeds at her castmates. Then she had personal issues that we know she was in some sort of legal engagement of the network and of NBC Universal. She's made several comments that were and not alleged, right? These are directly from her accounts. She's made comments that were extreme, to say the least, so there's obviously a path back from that. I don't know what that path looks like for her. I hope they figure it out, because I miss seeing her on TV, on Bravo specifically. Nene Leakes is an immensely talented television personality. She's a great actor. She proved that during her time on The New Normal on NBC. She really showed her acting chops, and so there's talent there. 2-time Broadway performer. There's things that Nene could be doing. And as a viewer and as someone who was a fan of Nene, especially the early seasons 1 through 6, I don't know why things stalled out completely in her camp.
Do you feel like
I agree? I agree. Nene, yes, ma'am. You do need to be back on TV, baby. You do. I said it before. Nene's mannerisms, her facial expressions, her read downs, all of that. Nene she exudes excellence on our TV screens. Y'all cannot deny that. Now, is she a little anal sometimes? Absolutely. Is she a fucking narc? Absolutely. But is she good TV? Y'all know she is. Okay. You don't have to like her, but you do have to acknowledge the fact that Nene did bring something to the show. It's missing. You can tell it's something missing. It's like some fucking sweet tea with no sugar, right? Don't tell me it's sweet tea and I can't taste no sugar. I'm like, something's missing. That's how it is with this with the situation with Real Housewives of Atlanta without Nene. It's something missing. I don't give a damn how much you stir it. When you taste it again, the shit is bland. Okay, it needs some sugar in it. Put her back on this damn show. All right, let's move along. Y'all know how it is when you down there cooking, child, and you add a little bit of this and add a little bit of that. Yeah. It's like, shit, something missing. What is missing? You need that seasoning, honey. You need that seasoning in there. All right? Nene brought that seasoning to the show. Okay? Now y'all over there with green bean casserole and shit. Y'all know we don't eat that. I don't eat it. Green bean casserole, nothing but some damn green beans out the can, pour it out the can with some damn cream of mushroom soup poured over that shit and put it in the oven. Who eating that? Not me. With them little crunchy, what is it, Funyuns on the top. Everybody eating that shit. Like the Funyuns have salt in it, so we don't have to put any salt. Bullshit. Okay. Who be cooking like that? Okay. If I have any white people in my chat, please do not be offended by that, because y'all do cook like that. All right. Y'all do not put salt, pepper. Mrs. Dash, y'all probably use Mrs. Dash. Y'all don't use no let me stop, because I don't know. I don't know about say Karen is racist over there. No, I'm not. I'm just saying y'all don't put enough seasoning in y'all shit for me. All right. And y'all do bring the green bean casserole to every function too. All right, even to potlucks at work, and we don't like that. Okay, you say right on my channel, we don't eat that. Okay, so y'all can stop going to the store. And what aisle is the green bean casserole on? The green beans and the cream mushroom soup. Keep that shit. We don't eat that. But let's get into some more reality TV. So Ashley Darby gets a good read down after she tries to throw some subliminal shade to one of the new girls on Real Housewives of Potomac, Angel Bassett. Okay, Massey. I don't know Bassett. Angel Massey. All right, so she fires back at Ashley Darby. Let her know, bitch, you ain't the only one that can talk some shit in here. All right, you come for me, I gotcha. So let's get into it. Ashley Darby was asked some questions about the new girl and how she fits in, Angel Massey, on the show Real Housewives of Potomac. This is her new season, her first season, I think. And Angel responds. Let's get into it. Claudia Jordan, yes, you were being a little messy with the question you asked, but hey, Angel held her own, and I love her subliminal shade and how she clapped back at Ashley. Because Ashley, you're not really a reader, okay? You're not a reader, but your ass got read down today. Shout out to the girls of fighting, because they're doing what? Fighting.
I want to ask you, we have a question here I want to ask you about.
Sure.
At BravoCon, your co-star Ashley shared her thoughts on your rookie season. Let's take a look at what she said.
How would you rate her rookie season? What's the scale? 1 to 10, 1 to 5? Is a 0 an option? Okay. She's a sweet girl, but I just don't think this playground is for her. What are the qualities that you think that she needs to work on to be? Resilience, number one. It's okay to be sensitive and to feel things. It's okay to feel, but you can't let your feelings overtake you to the point that you can't function. Okay, because one of the reasons why we're in this group is because we are women who can stand in our truth and can stand on our own and don't need anybody else to validate us. So if you can't do that, maybe you should go back, regroup, and then see if you should come back.
Here you go.
That's a rough group.
This is how you know when a bitch gonna get read down, when they position themselves because they know they about to be on this shit right here. When a bitch lean back across her legs, she about to read your ass down. Let's get into her.
That is a rough group. I would like to see you bring some of your homegirls on the show.
I'll put it this way. I think that Ashley doesn't have much going on this season. I think that it behooves her to talk about me because my life is obviously full and wonderful. I think that it is very nasty to call a grown woman a girl. I think that I am the picture of resilience. I know that I'm the picture of resilience. And so I don't receive anything that she has to say. No. And I would like to see how her storyline that doesn't exist plays out for this season. And I think that she has rode the coattails of everyone else that has something going on. And I think that that's where that's coming from. And here's the thing. I think that people are going to have a lot of opinions. I think that some of this cast likes to look in the comments to get what they want to say on the red carpet or at panels or at reunions. I think that, the people who watch this show give these women a lot of material. And so she can think what she wants to think, but I'm the quintessential housewife. So that's that.
Okay, baby, I told you when you sit back and cross your legs, you about to go off on her, and yeah, she did it so eloquently. Okay, but she read your ass down, Ashley. You and your four foreheads, girl. She did. And Ashley, you the only person I know that's got to be out here marrying an old ass. What Michael Darby about 87 years old, and you out here, child, getting all his worms. You done had 2 kids, and your youngest child. We're not talking about the kids. Your youngest child do kind of look like Michael, like old like Michael. He's a cute little baby though. Okay, I said, yeah, Michael is indeed the father, girl. But we know that you only married Michael for a little coin. Okay, you married Michael for a little coin, and Ashley did get like I think $5 million from her divorce because she and Michael are now divorced, girl. Yes, she got 4 foreheads, child. She do. I here looking like Predator, but yes, child. But she did get $5 million from Michael Darby, and that's why she's feeling herself out here a little bit. Okay, even though Michael Darby still do have a key to your house and y'all divorced because he still want to be able to control you, girl. Because he is still in daddy mode. You wanted someone that was like a father to you because your daddy didn't want to be around you. That's what it was. But now you are out here and upset and misplaced anger towards the girls who really got shit going on, and that's what your problem is. Okay, so now you feel like since Monique is back this season, let me get on her ass a little bit. Now you feel like since Monique is back this season, since you done saw her fight Candace, you feel like she got your back a little bit. But somebody reach across there and up and smack you one good time, then you're gonna see what it is. Monique gonna be like, going over there and handle your own business, because bitch, they already fired me one time for fighting. Okay, so at the end of the day, girl, receive that read and sit your ass down somewhere, because you really don't need to be on the show anyway, Ashley, because you bring nothing. Every single season, you don't have a storyline. And when she said that you do ride coattails, girl, you really do. All right, you really, really do. All right, you really ride coattails. You don't have shit to talk about. You don't have no businesses going on. Sit down, Ashley. All right, you a busybody and you are very, very mouthy. Moving on, let's get into some Love Marriage Transfield news. All right, how many more topics I got? Okay, yeah, I got one more topic, and then we got one more little funny video. Then we out of here. Okay, because I gotta go. Today is Friday. I gotta get my little bit of work done. And girl, okay. All right, so Love Marriage Transfield, let's get into them. It's a little clip. Destiny is still out here schlong riding. Okay, so she is mad and in her feelings because Lance Fletcher decided to bring a girl / date to some type of event that they had here, even though Destiny brought Ken's friend who was hanging out with him. Okay, just on his little podcast over there. Y'all know Destiny's gonna date everybody on the show. All right. And the only reason she ain't date Carlos is because he like men. But let's continue on. Destiny is in her feelings and feeling a little nostalgic because Lance was like, let me pull a you on you. But mind you, she brought a date, but then you feeling the way because he brought a date. All right, let's get into it, child.
Okay, Lance brought a date too. The clock is ticking.
How are you? It's Kier. How you doing? I'm here with a date. I did expect that Destiny was going to be there with someone. I thought maybe Antoine. I didn't know it was going to be Will. Is it weird? Of course. Does it bother me? Not. Okay. It bothers me, but it doesn't bother me to the extent of like it will be an issue.
Nice to meet you. You look cute.
Hey, babes. Lance is a lover boy. He is like always dating somebody. So I'm not surprised to see him with someone here because he probably didn't want to see me with another person. So.
Okay, Lance brought a date too. The clock is ticking.
How are you? It's Kier. How you doing? I'm here with a date. I did expect that Destiny was going to be there with someone. I thought maybe Antoine. I didn't know it was going to be Will. Is it weird? Of course. Does it bother me? Not. Okay. It bothers me, but it doesn't bother me to the extent of like it will be an issue.
Now, mind you, Lance and Destiny had an open situationship. Okay, they were not like, oh, you my man. It was not understood that they were in an exclusive situation. So when Lance went out and was messing with somebody else and knocked some other girl up and allegedly had some child somewhere else, Destiny was all in her feelings and trying to be on her get back, which I don't understand. Destiny don't understand rules and regulations when you are in a situationship. You don't own that person. You just go by and get the dick and go home. You don't be trying to up and claim people and in feelings and trying to be on get backs. You don't do that, girl. You try to do the same thing with Moses. Same thing with Moses. He had a whole girlfriend and told you up front he has a girlfriend, and you told him, according to him, that you did not care that he had a girlfriend, an exclusive girlfriend, and then you were flying in and out of town to St. Louis to go and see him and sleep with him, and he made you stay in a hotel versus being able to stay with his house. That's the telltale sign that he got another woman when you can't stay at his house. We done talked about that. But at the end of the day, you're acting all crazy and giving all these crazy side eyes because Lance is out here with somebody else when you're with someone else too. Which is weird to me that you would pick him, which is supposed to be Ken's friend, which I hear has an exclusive girlfriend. I don't know what the hell that is about. Because he's supposed to have an exclusive girlfriend too. So the fact that he's messing with Destiny, I'm hoping this is just a storyline for him. But at the end of the day, this is stupid as hell that Destiny would feel any type of way that Lance is bringing someone to any type of function, girl. When that's all you do is have somebody else. That's why you can't ever heal Destiny, because you always feel like you got to have a man. Either in your bed, between you, I don't know, girl, wherever you have them, but you always feel like you got to have a man to feel complete. You need to have some time to yourself and get on down there to a therapist's office and heal, girl, okay? Heal. And go pay LeBerry too, because I hear that you lost that little lawsuit as well, where you're supposed to be paying him that $20-something thousand, girl. Yeah, you need to be down there doing that versus her worrying about how many dick miles is being put over here on Lance. That's the team.
Nice to meet you.
You look cute.
Hey, babes. Lance is a lover boy. He is like always dating somebody. So I'm not surprised to see him with someone here, because he probably didn't want to see me with another person. So.
Okay, ladies, the ball today too. The plot is thickens.
How are you doing, sir? It's Kier. How you doing? I'm here with a date. I did expect that Destiny was gonna be there with.
Child, Destiny, get over it, child. Get over it. All right, so let's do a rundown who Destiny been with. All right, so Kimmy's son, Jalen. Okay, this is on the show now. Kimmy's son, Jalen. Nell's son, Lance. What is it? The godson of Nell that they just showed with the dreadlocks. I'm gonna say Martell. Okay, I'm gonna say Martell. Who else, y'all? It's somebody else. It's somebody else. Oh, Ken's friend. Okay, that they just showed. All right, old boy with the braids in the back. Who else? There's somebody else that she was with. It's somebody else. I cannot remember. That's already 5 right there. Damn. Definitely dated all the men on this damn show besides Marceau and Maurice, and that's because they're married. And then again, there might be some shit behind the scenes, because y'all remember in one scene she was asking for a threesome with Maurice and Kimmy. I mean, y'all remember, all right? I ain't making that up. That came right out of her mouth. She was like, okay, so why we can't all go and have a little 3-way? I was like, what? But what do you think about that? Oh yeah, Moses. That makes 6. So she was with Moses. Damn, girl. Oh, you got a lot of watt miles, girl. Woo, girl, gone by the clinic and figure out what is going on with you. But what y'all think about that? Somebody say, I remember. Yeah, she did ask them for a 3-way action. I was like, girl, let me find out. All right, so let's get to our last and final topic. This is a little ha-ha for you guys that I pulled. I thought this shit was funny. We're gonna watch this, then we gotta go. I got to go, y'all. I am a little over time, but this is our last topic, and then we got to go. Okay. I spent the majority of my time reading the bitch down in the beginning of my show. They probably ain't gonna see it until maybe next week, because the bitch don't have about 5 subscribers over there anyway. So was that messy? Maybe. All right, yeah, you don't have about 5 people in your damn chat anyway when you go live, so you probably ain't gonna see that shit until probably next week sometime. One of the 5 of your people gonna get that shit to you. All right. But anywho, let's get into this, child. This mother right here, honey, is sending out a message to this lady. Now her name is Shirley, and she's letting she's telling the lady named Shirley not to come to church, child, because she knows Shirley been messing with her man. So mama got a little hood in her, grandma got a little hood in her, and she is sending out a subliminal threat, honey, to old girl, letting her know you better not show up to church Sunday, girl, because it's about to be nuck if you buck if you do. Let's get into this shit, baby. I laughed. Okay, let's go.
Messages for Sister Shirley. I advise you not to show up to service this Sunday, because I'll be waiting for you with hands, feet, and teeth, bitch. I know you was in my house with my husband. This message is for Sister Shirley. I advise you not to show up to service this Sunday, because I'll be waiting for you with hands, feet, and teeth, bitch. I know you was in my house with my husband. This message is for Sister Shirley. I advise you not to show up to service this Sunday, because I'll be waiting for you with hands, feet, and teeth, bitch.
I love old people when they get mad, especially when they be sending out a threat to somebody. So Mother Shirley that went over there and was messing with this woman's husband, child, and she don't let her ass know, don't come to church this Sunday, bitch. Because it's going to be me and you. I'm putting hands, feet, and teeth, bitch. Okay? That means I'm putting some extra polydent under this bitch. And I'm going to bite the shit out of you this Sunday when I see you for being up over here with my man. Okay? Grandma is hood. I love it.
I know you was in my house with my husband. This message is for Sister Shirley.
Woo.
I advise you not to show up to service this Sunday because I'll be waiting for you with hands, feet, and teeth, bitch. I know you was in.
Baby, I love it, okay? Grandma is gang, okay? Get her, Grandma. You better let her know you better leave my man alone. Don't mess with, you better be on that. What's it? Don't mess with my man. Y'all remember the song? Grandma said, don't mess with my man. I'm going to be the one to bring it to you, all right? Girl, let's get out of here. It's Friday. I enjoyed y'all, okay? I hope y'all enjoyed the show. We had some good topics, y'all, some good tea. Y'all don't forget to hit the like button for me and comment on all the topics that we talked about today, okay? Because I know y'all enjoyed the show because y'all still here, right? But thank y'all so much for coming on over and supporting the video, okay? I'm Kim Real. This is Kim Real Show. Thank you to my top flight mods. Let's go ahead and thank you guys right quick. True TV Podcast, Tyra, KBR, Sweet Essence, Scorpion Miss, Rose Armstead. Those are my top flight mods. Y'all do an awesome job, and I love y'all down. All right. Of course, my Caramelians. Y'all know I love y'all as well. Thank y'all for being here and supporting the video. Thank you to all my haters in the bushes who did not hit the like button, but just here to get my tea and to see me. Thank y'all. All right. Did you get my good sign? All right. So also thank you to all the content creators who stopped by here as well. My usuals, Jonetta Speaks, Black Women in the Building, Deary Talks, Simple Mom Family TV, Miss Didi, JCD Creation, Shay P, Queen Speaks TV, Shay Renee, and Schoolboy. If you here, thanks so much for being here. I see you, Miss Didi. Thanks for being here, okay? And everyone that stopped by. Again, please do not forget to tap on that like button. Please cut on your notifications so you guys will know when I go live. Also, please do not forget to comment on all the topics that we discussed, okay? Let me know how y'all feel about the show today. Until the next one, let's get out of here, okay? Let me get a good one. Let me get y'all a good. Okay, let's do some new music today. All right, love you guys down. See you guys on the next one. Bye.
I wake up every minute with the fever dreams. I push my mind to a limit where it needs to be. I work blind, got vision I don't need to see. I'm picking mind over matter, I believe in me. I need to find more hours in the day to breathe. Need to find more power in the way I be. And when my mind turns sour with the painful scenes, I need to scream out loud, I can't stop me. I wanna be the greatest like Rocky. You know I leave them all hating like a hobby. I'm out here making moves like a lobby. And if you ain't with me, it's your loss. See, I got my mind on the facts, I'm a python, grab what I like real fast. Choke until I have everything I attack, everything that I lack, everything that I want, and I see matter of fact. I'm my own worst enemy. Only if I let it be. I can control anything if I can just think carefully. I control my destiny. Deep up in my mind I manifest it. Every slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, go.